Today makes it 1 year that these guys were arrested. I have to thank the governor himself here. His Excellency, with all due respect, sir, to your office, you hold the highest office of the land as far as Anambra State is concerned. Mr. Governor, sir, there are needs to stick to the rule of law, to defend what is right. Number one, we all respect you because you are well educated, and we expect the best from you, and not even from the likes of Dr. Alex Oti. In the academical world, you hold, or you are held on high esteem, and all of us are expectant of your good conduct. But reverse is somehow the case. Unlike the governor of Imo State, who assumed office through a competent court judgment by the Supreme Court, it pains and bleeds my heart that the same court that gave him a fair judgment in his own side, or that delivered judgment on his own favor, the same court as of today is being disrespected by the governor of Imo State. And I will tell you why. In my community, I hail from Untu Autonomous Community, from Umokpontu. I am from Okpo. Now, sometime around 2006, there was a kind of little dispute between my community and the then government of Imo State over a forceful land acquisition in my place. Truth being said is this: some persons were compensated from other villages and communities whose land were equally involved in this particular place. Somebody should help me tag the governor of Imo State. Just help me mention Governor Hope Uzodinma. If what I'm saying is not the truth, I think I should be arrested. But if what I'm saying is the truth, why are they now keeping quiet? It means I say the truth. Now, particularly, diversely, lands are owned by kindred or villages in every community or every local government you get to. So it happens that in my own place, the land belongs to communities, villages. And when you get to my community, it is not all my communities that are involved. We have our own land as Nde Umokbo. Umobantu have their own. Now, there are parts of these communities, villages, that collected money that time from Guangdong through the then governor of Imo State, Chief Achiku Denwa, and the then president, General Olusegun Obasanjo. So we went to court because we didn't want to sell our own. We have the grace of our forefathers, some of them cited or kept in that particular place, and we have a place we call Otulaihi Golo in our place. So we decided that we are not going to sell our own forcefully. We went to court. We won in the law court. Judgment was given around 2011. Please go and ask your lawyer what it means. We got a court judgment, of which I've shown on this social media before. Particularly the whole Ngopal, the whole Mbishi, it is only my village that has court judgment, that got court judgment. So from 2011, the government did not appeal it. They did not tell the court that their judgment was wrong. They did not say anything. Leaving 2011 till 2024, they forcefully collected the land. They took other lands from the village, of which is none of my business, from the communities and other places around Mbishi. The same governor of Imo State, whose office was announced or given to him by the competent court also of jurisdiction, the same silly governor had the audacity. Sorry for insulting him, I have to go this round so that it will pain him. Forcefully collected our land and gave to Zion Ministry, sold it to Zion Ministry, because Ebuko Obi confessed on the media that they acquire the land from Imo State government, collecting what belongs to the commoners in my village, collecting what belongs to the poor widows in my village. Go behind me and ask. I have enough land personally I bought from these said communities, but I am also concerned about the people that are suffering behind, or those in the village, those that are handicapped. Who will speak for them? That was why I came up on social media and I presented their case. I don't know how you will feel if you are close to me. If I am your family member and I betray you, how will you feel? I had the opportunity to ignore my village, but I can't. These people are forever inched on my body. I can never avoid my kinsmen. It's not possible. So I came up to air their voice because I had the opportunity to do so on the internet. That's by the way. Remember that the same governor that got to office through the judgment of the Supreme Court refused to obey court judgment on behalf of my people. Underline this thing. This matter will come up one day, either now or in the next 10 years or in the next 20 years, and we will win. Go and write it somewhere. My village, go will win. Unless if they are not right. But as far as they are right, and God is a fair God, God is a God of competent judgment. Believe me, I wish these videos Facebook will not delete it. Believe me that my people will prevail at the end of the day. It may take time. I'm not talking about other communities, over 2,000 plots of land, or let's say over 1,000 plots of land. You see that of my village, they will prevail. It may take time. I said this to Barrister of Zion. I said it to him then. I told him, my people will prevail. It may take time, but go and mark it somewhere. He knows. He's a lawyer. He knows. All of them knows. Let me keep that aside. Professor Charles Soludo, this young man Akwa Okuko has a family. Ekehit has a family. Onyeze Jesus. Ordinarily, I'm not supposed to be speaking for these guys. What they do and what I do is quite different. Everybody who knows me knows that I really do not like the activities of native doctors. I don't like it. Why? I'll give you my reasons. You don't take a space of telling the youths that they should not go and work hard, that you have a calabash to give to them, okite, that will give them money. That makes you a silly native doctor. As a native doctor, the more you are telling youths not to work, that you give them calabash, when the hot get hotter, it will hurt you. That's my belief. If the water gets hotter, it boils. See, how do I explain it? When your mama won't carry down pot from fire, she needs to bring the pot down. There's rag, or if she looks for rag and she couldn't find anyone around, what does she do? She uses her bare hands to carry down the pot, and she wave the hand and say, "Hey, Okuko." The heater of the fire has been hotted. That's what I meant there. I want you to go and write this thing down somewhere. Prof, I am this person that says to these native doctors that the more you are telling the youth to be lazy, the more they will be planning on how to kidnap you. The more they will be planning on how to take, for example, Akwa Okuko. He may have billions, millions in his account, whereby there are other persons he has conducted laziness upon, but did not harvest away their intelligence. They might they might invade his account one day and defraud this Akwa. He doesn't know. Now, I am this person that I believe in. When you use this hand and hit the child, use this other hand to bring back the child. That's how I do. I know too well that if the son of Professor Charles Soludo commits any offense known to the law and is being detained in the United Kingdom for this period of 1 year or the space of 1 year, Prof, you will no longer have focus to govern Anambra State peacefully 100%. This is nothing but the gospel truth. The trauma will always hit you and it will affect the state. Now, how do I think? Every well-meaning person, if you have such issues maybe your child is in detention in UK. Everybody who meant well for Anambra State will be praying for your son's freedom. You know why? Not because he's a good person, but because they want peace of mind in you, of which aids you the grace to govern the state. When you are distracted, you cannot govern. Sir, I want you to take the same picture placed upon the families of this Akwa Okuko Tiwara Aki, aka Hit, whose wife came out on social media and was even shedding tears. How on earth do you expect that woman to take care of triplets? I don't understand the way you guys, the way leadership is turning to, should I say, a crazy drunkard cop that doesn't give you the space to reason like human being. Sir, if you are angry, you look into this matter. If you felt insulted, with all due respect, I have no need in insulting you. But sir, you are intimidating these guys. You are intimidating these guys. See, General Muhammadu Buhari, I think Buhari once detained Obasanjo. Was it Obasanjo or something? It's Obasanjo. Was formerly detained by either Obasanjo detained or, okay, let me go this other way. Either IBB, when Buhari became the president, he was supposed to go hunting IBB, at least hunt his assets, bring him down, attack some of those people who plotted for the coup that removed him out of office. But sometimes these guys, they ignore these things. You know why I'm saying these things, sir? Professor Charles Oludo, you may look at Akwa to be an illiterate. You may consider Onyeze Jesus that he has nothing to do for you in life, therefore you want to intimidate them. But I want to tell you that you can steal a man's money. You can even deceive a man's pocket. You can intimidate a man, but sir, you cannot intimidate a man's vision. That is one thing. That was why when they came to grab land in my community and they were dealing with our people, at some point I resolved that one thing. I gathered my people and I said to them, send everyone to school. It is not, don't go and check in Gopala. We don't go to burn people's property. We would have invaded that place, but we didn't. It is not in our culture to do so. We will endure you. So that day when I was saying that everybody should go back to school, if you had your child, that was why we said to our forefathers, send our big uncles to school. If they had done so, we would have definitely by now. You can imagine if the likes of Dr. Wilfred Onyuku, I will block this Ejim Konye, Emeka. You will leave this page right now. If I notice your comment again, I'll block you from here. Because the way you reason and the way I reason is not the same. Now, when I sat with my elders, I said to them, send these little ones to school. It may take 20 years, it may take 15 years, but they will later fall back again and retrieve this land. That is the only way to fight. Don't resolve to riot or there. No. I'm not a party to that, because I don't want to lose you. Battles are won in strategic rooms. And if you want to win, you go to the rooms, to the strategic rooms and stay. You will always obtain techniques to win battles. That was what I said to them. Don't make noise any further. Endure. Pray your best. Do your best to send your children to school. Professor Charles Oludo, you never can tell 15 years later the children of these people, their cousins, where they will be. Then you might have been out of office. You must have governed and go. There is no way AK relations will not find their way one day as a judge in Supreme Court. There is no way their brothers, one of them cannot find their way one day as a senator. There is no way. That's one thing Ebuka Obi did not understand. There is no way that an Okpo son, Anumabia. This is hidden from Ebuka Obi. This one is hidden. This one is spiritually kept away from the governor of Imo State. There is no way a son of Okpo or Ngopala might not become governor one morning. What will be your fate? C of O was signed by a governor. C of O can also be withdrawn by a governor. On that day, the same court judgment that my family, my kindred kept under the bed will come up. It will spring up again. Satisfied copy of it again will now stand in court and it will be speaking. That thing you intimidated 2024 will speak one day. These are the sides you guys does not consider. Those who detained Obasanjo, those officers that were, that was why I used to tell people, if you are working with the EFCC, if you're a police officer, be careful. Those people you are slapping because you are paid to intimidate them, tomorrow they may be at the helm of affairs. And you may seek for their opinion just to survive at that point. Can you be courageous enough to speak before some of these people after 20 years? That's why if you quarrel with people, still keep a little window open in case of tomorrow. You never can tell. See, God is all-knowing God. Nobody believed, for those of you who read the Bible, nobody believed that any son of Jesse, will ever become king over a kindred, not to talk of the entire Israel. But when God decided to bring up David, he has no father. His father has no description. His mother was seen as a harlot, Jesse. But God is a protocol breaker. From nowhere, David emerged as a king. This is more than your height. This is more than your prophecy. Today's date is 21st February 2026. Now, one of you here who listens to me, I want you to partner with me. Any of you here, I want you to partner with me. Create a page. Even if you are less busy, do this with me. You're not doing it alone. Just do this thing with me. Just create a page. Some of these kind of videos, after I must have finished making them, download it, cut the parts you know that I made a point, save them, just repost it. You can add a music background. It's also a content. You can take it as a content. I'm not against that. I'm not going to report your page. Now keep them for future purposes, because they will surely come to pass. I'm not telling you super story. So Governor Charles Oludo, these guys, 3 of them, despite the character of Onyeze Jesus, because Onyeze Jesus abuse to humanity. And I cautioned him that time on video. I remember I once looked for his number and I called him. I got his number through JPAC and I called him and said, stop this nonsense you're doing. But nevertheless, those people who equally went there, they stood naked and he captured them on video. They also deserve to be arrested, because they have they need to be arrested and they check their brain if they're actually okay. Life is a clock of front and back. My dad told me so. He says, you see the way the clock is moving, it also goes back. You know what it goes back to do, says my dad? He said it goes back to pick histories and invent. That is why you see replicant of things that happened decades ago comes to the front again. Whatever you do to anybody today, be patient. You will see it return. It might take time, it might take hell before it will happen, but I assure you, this is a stone. This is a stone. Now the law is this: as you throw it up, it falls back. Some of you call it the laws of gravity. Some of you call it karma. Some of you call it nature. It doesn't fail. There are no magics that can hold this stone like this on the sky. There are no magics. So the moment you hang it on the air, on the wind, it will surely fall down. Whatever intimidation you as a governor, I don't know, just check out the peaceful nature of the governor of Abia State, Dr. Alesoti. Very happy. And any day he leaves office, this man will live happily. Then those of you who assumed office, I do hear you say Chalewa Mbafo, Governor Chasoludo. I do hear you say Chalewa Mbafo, which means your mother, you love and cherish your mother so much. You value your own mother. What about other young mothers? This AK Hit has a wife. Why would you have a reprobate mind who has sat upon the court that the court can no longer sit and preside over this matter? I'm on live video, Honorable. I'll call you back shortly, sir. So who has sat upon the court's proceedings of these people? And if truly they have committed something, I know you guys, the matter would have been on speed trial. Why are they not remanded in prison custody? Why are they still kept before the accord and do Udogachi? The commander of Udogachi or under accord, since you don't have sense, let me also tell you, even in face to face, I will still repeat this to you. You never can tell where Johnny will take you to. The deputy governor of Anambra State, you are the person who invited Akwa Okuko. The young guy came there peacefully. He had the opportunity to flee. Hello, Adawalam. Abiawalam. He had the opportunity to flee. Honorable, please, I'll call you shortly. The young guy had the opportunity to flee, but he came. Even though you said he's an illiterate, but he did not flee. He did not run like a criminal. The guy came. That's enough. But at the end of the day, intimidation took over humility. Intimidation took over a genuine heart of a pure citizen, a patriotic Nigerian who honored your invitation despite he knew that he would be arrested. If I were to be the governor, maybe detain them after some weeks and I tell them this is against the law. Why the intimidation? You have freedom of worship. Were you paid or were you ordered as a governor by any other denomination to intimidate these guys because they are not Christians? Why would you do so? Are you telling me that none of your lineage has ever gone to a native doctor before? You as a governor, you as a deputy governor. Some of you even have your own private native doctors. You would have cautioned these guys. Possibly even if I were to be you, I would have brought them on a live section. There's a way to do it. And make them say that these things are not working, and I tell them to go. Who is this stupid person who is saying that the court is already on the matter? As if you are not in Nigeria at all. Now you remember that court is on the matter, but you were not bold enough to support Ndengo Bala. That court gave judgment to my village. Olodo. If you comment again and block Ogia. Honorable David, you're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. You are the same person who chatted me yesterday, Onovo. God bless you. God bless you. You know why I say God bless you? This guy chatted me and told me that he wished to learn from me every day. God bless you. So this is Professor Charles Oludo. If nobody is saying this thing to you, sir, His Excellency, with all due respect, you're intimidating these guys, and it falls back on you one day. It will fall back. See, when the chiefs are down, in less than 5 years today, you will leave office. You will no longer be addressed as an ex-governor of the state. And that's why when you guys must have finished the intimidation, the next thing you do is you run to overseas. You run to Japan. The former governor, Willie Obaino, can he walk bold in Anambra? Just imagine people be moving freely. So can any of you do it? My former governor or in my state, Owelerucha Sokorocha, cannot come to Imo State and walk freely like me. Like I can stand and make video and tell the governor of Imo State his fault. If you dare me, I can go to government house and on camera and be protesting there. Yes, you arrest me, you go leave me, kwa. Everybody has his own end. Let my end. Let me not just walk into my room and lie down and just spy like a nobody. It's a lie, yo. It is better that I died liberating people. That's the sign of a hero. All of you, many of you want to celebrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You want a President Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you're also intimidating some of your other brothers. What is the difference between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Akwa Okuko Tiwara Aki that you're holding unjustly? It is injustice to hold him and even imprison him in Sokoto. The same is applicable to these guys you are also intimidating. Charity, they say, it begins at home. If you want, you know you as a governor, you know that our own dear brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being intimidated, but Sunday boy is being honored, and you are protesting over it. The little injustice in your kindred, you are also shielding those ones. You are guiding. You are even part of the injustice going on in your community. You are a hypocrite. Many of you are only talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's intimidation. They intimidated him. They jailed him unjustly because he's a big figure to Ndibo. What about the minor figures in your communities? What about the minor figures in your kindred that you have intimidated with your position as a governor or as a minor leader? Many of you in the companies, you have the audacity to protest and complain about the injustice meted upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But your workers in your office, they are suffering. They are passing through tooth and nail to even feed this war. Your worker will be sick. He needs medicine, malaria and typhoid. Though. Just 10,000 naira to buy medicine. You gave them 10,000 naira to buy medicine, and you recorded it. You minused it from their salary, but you go to church and you give money. How would you feel? Do you know what you will create? These guys now, these 3 guys in detention, consider their wives now. Consider this age now. Some of their friends will be going to razzle their wives. They will be trying to find way to convince their wives. And the moment one falls to any man, now they will forget their husband there. Oh yeah, Miche, oh yeah, get out from this page. I warned you before. Oh yeah, get out. Or let me suspend you. If I see you here again, these guys who says that these guys are bad eggs, if I see you on this page again, I mark your face. If I see you here, whether on good comment or bad comment, next time I'll block you. Now I suspend you for now. This is where I will leave you guys. There is no way you support, you cry against injustice because it's meted on you, but hence it is meted on another person. It doesn't matter now. Let him go there and suffer it. Let him go down. Imagine these young ladies staying 1 year without their husband in detention. The trauma. Many of them, like I saw heard that the wife of Eke Heat takes sleeping pills before she can sleep, and she's breastfeeding triplets. Think about this thing. So those children are sucking that wickedness. They are sucking the pains of their mother, the agonies of their father. They are sucking it. While you as a governor, you are busy drinking champagne. You think those children will grow to look at the society with good eyes? You are inculcating evil in their minds. And the evil, when it starts raining, don't say after you must have been the governor, you run to London. I don't know your plans. I don't know where you want to be in the nearest future. So after you must have been a governor, instead of you to, why is it that if you must have built a good and conducive environment, why can't you stay in that state? Why is it that 99% of the former governors of Southeast, all of them bases in Abuja? Shame unto you all. 99% of the former senators and Federal House of Representative members, none of them can even stay in their constituency. That's why anytime I'm running for elections, you see people will come out massively and vote me. Do you know why? Because I'm a local child. I am amongst them. I understand their pains. I receive, any day I get to the village, do you know I receive more visitors more than the state assembly member. I get more, ask my people, I receive more visitors more than the Federal House of Representative members. This is more than magic. Go and verify this thing I'm telling you. Just 30 minutes in the village, you'll see them. But when our people want to elect, they elect somebody who lives in America. You elect somebody who lives in Abuja, somebody who lives in Lagos. You now vote the person to come and represent you, somebody who does not understand your pains. How on earth do you think there's going to be changes? How on earth? This is where I will leave you. Governor Charles Soludo, my message to you this morning is that you are intimidating these guys and they deserve freedom. If you have the conscience of human, you and your deputy, you guys will consider freeing these guys. My name is Governor Eziokwu. Good morning.